Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Apprentice School Athletic Center on the campus of the Apprentice School located here at Newport News Shipbuilding in Newport News, Virginia. We want to thank you for joining us again for this afternoon's contest here as the Wolves of Cheney University out of Pennsylvania will be taking on your Apprentice School Builders. Once again, hello everyone, Howard McCain here. Dave Davenport is our engineer producer, and yes, Dave and I both agree that the love scene at the end of Nosferatu was gross. But that aside, ladies and gentlemen, we have a fantastic matchup to bring you this afternoon. After a long layoff, the Builders have not played since December the 22nd, so they are licking their chops. They are chomping at the bit to get back here on this court and get right back to this 2024-2025 basketball campaign. But today, they have to get past the men's team led by Jordan Bushrod, who's in his first season at the helm for the Wolves. Now, the Wolves come into today's contest, ladies and gentlemen, with an overall record of 2-10. So haven't had the type of season I'm sure Coach Bushrod would have anticipated, but nonetheless, they are still a very capable basketball team. They come in on the heels of a 5-game losing streak against the Apprentice School men. Now, the last time these teams played each other, the Builders took this game home by a score of 98-56. So these teams are no stranger to each other. They do have a history in playing one another. On our side of the court, the Builders, led by our head coach, Michael Gainey, who's also in his first season at the helm for the Builders. The Builders with an overall record of 8-3. They are 2-1 in conference play. Builders are currently undefeated here in this building. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but I fully expect it to stay that way after this afternoon's contest. So we have a team that is undefeated at home in the Builders going against a team in Cheney that is winless on the road. Now, the Builders do want to get out and run with this team. This team, the Cheney Wolves, they turn the basketball over a lot. You all know that whenever a basketball team creates a lot of turnovers, that creates a lot of opportunities with fast break points for the other team. So Coach Gainey looks to get out and run. So sit back and relax. Have fun this afternoon. Yes, it snowed last night here, but it is all melted away, and we are about to bring you some red-hot basketball action here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Both teams have been introduced, and both teams will make their way to center court. Now, your officials who will be taking care of all of the administrative duties on the floor this afternoon are Kyle Neve, Christian Rovaralta, and Ty Kim Taylor. Builders, of course, in their home whites, trimmed in burgundy, while Cheney is in their royal blue, trimmed in white. We're all set to tip things off here. So, again, thank you so much for joining us, and we are underway. Cheney controls the opening tip. Cheney quickly attacking the basket, and we're going to get a foul. That's going to be an offensive foul call. That call is going to go against Dejir Muldrow. That is his first personal foul in the team's first. He is joined on the floor, the Cheney Wolves, by also Joshua Blackman, Jason Young, Clyde Frazier, no, not that Clyde Frazier, and D'Angelo Lake are your starting five for the visiting Wolves. Blackman, Young, Muldrow, Frazier, and Lake, and we get an early foul again on the Wolves. That one is going to be credited to Muldrow. Muldrow again. That is Muldrow's second personal foul already. And we're barely even a minute into the basketball game, so that instantly gets a couple of guys up off the bench for Coach Bushrod as Kyrie Smith steps to the line. He misses the first of two. So Le'Veon Morales will relieve Muldrow. Morales, the 6'4 senior. Plays the guard forward position as Kyrie Smith gets the scoring underway here, 1-0 Builders. Again, we're barely even a minute into the contest as Cheney pushes the action. They turn it over. Outlet. Shot off the back of the glass, no good, but that will be a foul. Donovan Means fouled on that drive. He's joined on the court by Kyrie Smith, Kelby Saunders Jr., Chris Hinman, and Clifton Good. Round out the starting five for the Builders. That foul is going to be credited to Jason Young of the visiting Wolves, his first personal foul. That's the team's third. So we're only about 40 seconds into the contest, and the Builders are already at the free throw line. It's now 2-0 Builders. Builders now shooting 50% from the line, and we have a foul in the backcourt. So that one is going to go on Clifton Good. That is his first personal foul and the team's first. Keep in mind, Builders have not played since December the 22nd. So we expect both teams to be just a little rusty in this basketball game, not as crisp. That shot off the glass, no good. Loose ball tapped, last touched by Kelby Saunders Jr. So the basketball will stay on this end of the floor. Now, this is a Wolves basketball team that comes into today's game averaging only about 55 points a contest, shooting only about 33% from the field as a team. As that backdoor cut is rewarded to Kelby Saunders, who puts in the work, but unable to bring home the pay. Cheney clears. Cheney back on the attack. That three is good. Le'Veon Morales, his first points of the contest, and just like that, the Wolves now have the lead. Builders. Feed goes inside to Good. Thought about it. Decided to go for the higher percentage shot with the left hand, unable to convert. Cheney running, pushing. Here's Morales. Builders able to get back successfully on defense. The ball goes inside. We're going to have a foul. If that is, that's going to be Clifton Good second. And it is. That is Clifton Good's second personal foul, so that instantly gets Jaden Neeson up off the bench into the contest. D'Angelo Lake, their big man inside. Able to draw the foul as that pass goes inside, up and off the glass for Jason Young, his first points of the contest. And the Builders now find themselves down 5-2. Make it 5-4. Thanks to the left-hand layup by Kyrie Smith. Long three from the corner for Young. Hits the back of the iron. Builders quickly back. Feed inside, but I think Eason may have shuffled the feet, and I believe he did. Eason with the different colored feet. One red shoe, one green shoe. Do they sell them like that? I'm not sure. I have to find out from him. Nonetheless, I think I love it. I think it's cool. Cheney back on the attack. Morales. Step back three. Air ball. Rebound taken underneath by Lake, who muscles it up and in over Jay Neeson. And the Wolves' lead is back up to 3, 7-4. Hinman off of a screen. Smith launches. Nothing but the bottom of the basket. Kyrie Smith with his 6th point of the afternoon. And we're all knotted up at 7. Young, back of the iron. Hinman, weaving, dishing. Eason scoring, and the Builders now have the lead. So far, Builders able to match the energy of the Wolves in the first half. Here's Lake. Lake kicks to Morales. Shot up and good for Morales. Builders quickly back down to the other end. Morales now with 5 feet inside as the cutter to Kyrie Smith. Nice job of getting the ball down on the low block to Jaden Eason. Kyrie Smith with the pocket pass from Eason as the cutter, able to lay it off the glass for 2. Accurate pass by Eason. If you're Kyrie, that is exactly how you want to start this afternoon. He's one of our better shooters, and we're going to need him as Lake forces his way inside. Put his shoulder into the chest of Eason, but no call by the officials. Play on, and we're now tied again. Ball tapped out of bounds. It's going to be last touch by Morales. We're going to timeout. That is the under 16 timeout, media timeout. We're going to step away with them as well. We are knotted up at 11, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
We're all tied up here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, home of your Apprentice School Builders. You guys have no idea how happy and excited I am to be back doing basketball with you in this 2024-2025 season. Builders looking to defend their small college championship that they earned a year ago. Builders off to a great start, 8-3 under first-year head coach Michael Gainey as that feed goes inside to Smith. I'm sorry, that's Kelby Saunders with a kick outside the three-point strike to Montrell Jackson for 3. Builders now lead 14-11 as that kick to Morales. How he was able to control that one, I will never know, as Young forces his way inside. Tough shot, no good. Builders running. Feed goes inside to Eason. Eason on the low block, spins, works with the left hand. Too strong. Rebound comes off to Lake. Frazier with his pocket picked. Means to Saunders. He doesn't shoot those very often, but the Builders able to corral the loose ball. But one of our better free throw shooters, Adrian Wall, misses. So back come the Wolves, trailing by 3. It's Lake with the basketball. Lake can't find anyone, decides to take matters into his own hands. Thought he might have taken an extra step. Officials don't call it. As they continue to work, he's fouled. So the bucket will count. That foul will be credited to Jaden Eason. That'll be his first personal foul and the team's third. As Courage Harrell will make his way into the contest. Jaden Eason is going to have a seat. So that'll put D'Angelo Lake at the free throw line, looking to add to his point total on the afternoon, and he does just that. He now has 7. He has half of the Wolves' points, and we're tied up again, 14-14. Builders work the perimeter. Means. Rebound comes off to Blackman. Cheney forces it inside. I thought Blackman may have traveled again, and this time they call it. So that is another turnover for Cheney, as Coach Bushrod will bring in Nathan Pettis Jr. Jason Young will have a seat as the Builders look to regain the lead. Neither team has really run away with it so far on the scoreboard. Here's Means. That is a three-point attempt. That's no good. Loose ball comes off to Saunders. Wall looking for a screen. Goes up with the right-hand runner. No good. Morales weaving. Has his pocket picked once again. Outlet to Saunders, who gives it off to Jackson for 2. So Montrell Jackson with his 5th point off the bench for the Builders has now given the Builders the lead once more as Lake spins, works inside. He drops it in for 2, and we're tied again. Saunders. Here's Means with the shot clock at 20. Kick to Saunders. Doesn't shoot those often. And he's now 0 for 2 from the three-point line. Loose ball on the floor. Both teams go after it. It's the Wolves that come away with it. Blackman being guarded by Jackson. 20 seconds on the shot clock. It's Lake. Looks to set the screen. Nearly a travel. Here's Lake. Lake with 9. Make it 11, and the foul. He is a load underneath, and the Builders are going to have to solve that puzzle. That is D'Angelo Lake, but they'll have to do that after the media timeout. Builders trail 18-16. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
Builders now with 4 team fouls to go along with 16 points. Before we left to go for on a break, D'Angelo Lake underneath was scoring his basket. He was fouled. He now has 11 points. He leads all scorers on both teams so far with 11 points, looking to add to it to make it 12. We're just about at the halfway point of the first half here. Shooting about 75% from the free throw line, and he drains it. He now has 12 points, and the Wolves now lead by 3. The largest lead of the afternoon for the Wolves is 3. The Builders work against the man-to-man defense of the Wolves. Here's Smith with the kick to Hunter. Hunter, nothing but the bottom of the basket from 3. And we're now knotted up at 19 again. As Blackman works it back over to Frazier. Shot clock at 15. Builders with the trap in the corner. Kick goes outside to Blackman, and Blackman comes right back and answers with a three of his own. 22-19, Wolves lead the Builders here at home. Again, Builders undefeated at home as that three comes off hard from Adrian Wall. Builders undefeated at home, while the Wolves are winless on the road. So something has to give here as the give and go that time from Lake to Frazier works to perfection. And now the Wolves have their largest lead of the afternoon at 5. Smith shot trickles off, but we're going to have a loose ball foul underneath the basket. They're going to credit that one to Priest Johnson. That is his first personal foul and the team's fourth. So Desir Muldrow will make his way back into the contest. Remember, he got 2 fouls in like the first 40 seconds of the basketball game, so he's been sitting for quite some time, almost half of the first half. He's back on the floor. He's one of the starters for Coach Bushrod as Builders look to get it in. Corner 3 off the side of the iron for Jackson. Here's Blackman. Blackman, feed goes inside. Muldrow, who's more than likely ice cold after having sat on the bench for almost the majority of the first half. We're going to get a foul inside. Thought it may have been a player control foul, but instead they're going to credit Courage Harrell with his first personal foul in the team's 5th. So that's a non-shooting foul. Now, D'Angelo Lake, who has 12 points so far in the first half, he only averages about 7.5 points a game. So he's really picked up his scoring pace as the feed to Young is stolen. Here's Jackson. Jackson with the numbers. Decides to raise up on his own and bank it off the glass for 2. So that cuts the Wolves' lead to 3. We're about 9.5 minutes remaining in the first half here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Kick to the corner. Blackman finds Lake. Lake already with 12 points. Guarded closely. Gets it off to Johnson. I'm sorry, that's Muldrow. Air ball. Builders running. Xavier inside to Harrell, who kicks in the corner. Tough shot on the baseline from Adrian Wall. And Adrian Wall is now on the score sheet. His first bucket of the afternoon. The Builders have trimmed the Wolf lead now to 1. Blackman surveys the defense. Probes. Finds Lake. That one in and out, but there for the rebound and the flush is Muldrow. So that pushes the Wolf lead back up to 3. That's all right, ladies and gentlemen. It's only 2 points. Yeah, they were noisy, but it's okay. Nice first step there by Harrell to get all the way to the basket and lay it in for an easy bucket. As both teams up and back. As that 3 comes off, Wall. Builders look to push. They find Jackson in the corner wide open, but unable to hit. Pettis being guarded by Xavier Hunter. Feed goes inside. Nice rotation of the basketball, but nothing to show for it as the rebound comes off to Smith. Here's Hunter. Builders looking to score with Wall. That one in and out. Builders still trail by 1. It's Blackman. Starts to play for the Wolves. Pettis. To Modrow, shot clock now under 15. Modrow. Wolves still work the perimeter. That shot comes off no good. Builders looking to run. Builders with numbers. Smith tries to get it to Harrell, but it was slapped away, came right back to Kyrie Smith, who was able to finish with the right hand right at the rim, and the Builders now have the lead again, 27-26. Wolves continue to work the perimeter, trying to get the Builder defense out of position, and they do so right there, and it results in an easy layup for 2 for Pettis. His first basket of the afternoon, and the Wolves reclaim the lead. Hunter launches and hits. Nothing but the bottom of the net for 3, Xavier Hunter. And the Wolves find themselves down now by a basket, 30-28 as a timeout. Timeout being taken. It was called by the Wolves, but they're going to serve as a media timeout. We'll step away with them. Builders with a bucket lead, 30-28 here at home.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Six lead changes so far in the first half. Also, we've been tied 6 times so far in the first half. So competitive basketball game so far between these two teams. Right now, D'Angelo Lake, the center for the Wolves, he has 12 points in the contest. He leads all scorers in the basketball game. Kyrie Smith with 10 for the Builders. The Wolves have led by as many as 5. The Builders' biggest lead so far this afternoon has been 3. So nip and tuck so far with these teams. As Blackman tests the baseline, he loses the basketball. That leads to a fast break opportunity as Hunter decides to back it out. Here's Saunders. Can't find anyone. Looking. Finds the cutter. Wall, his scoop layup with the left hand. No good. Here's Morales. Builders back on defense. Builders want to run with the basketball, while Cheney just wants to kind of grind it out in the half court. It's Jason Young with the reverse layup off of the feed from D'Angelo Lake, and we're now tied again. That is now the 7th tie of the contest. It's Hunter. Finds Saunders. Saunders, his 2 up over the top of D'Angelo Lake is good. So once again, Wolves not going anywhere in this basketball game is Morales to Blackman. Morales with the ball fake. His 3 is good. Wolves now with the lead. 7th lead change of the afternoon. Saunders attacks. unable to finish with the left hand, but he does get his own rebound. Means launches. Back of the iron, his three, no good. Back come the Wolves. Blackman to Frazier. Skip pass to Blackman. Good ball movement by the Wolves as that three is flushed by the Wolves. And the Wolves now have pushed their lead to 4. This is the under 4 media timeout. Wolves lead by 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back.
USC Dunlane provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Uncharacteristic half of shooting for the Wolves. I told you earlier that they come into this game shooting about 33% from the floor. They're shooting 54% here in the first half. So they are doing a really good job of shooting the basketball so far. Builders right now shooting about 42%, 13 of 31. While the Wolves are shooting 54%, 15 of 28. So what does that mean? Right now, the Wolves are kind of playing out over their skis, and that's why the game is where it is. Still plenty of basketball left to be played. Builders trail by 4. Saunders works off of a weave with Smith. Means with 15 on the shot clock. Looks for Wall. Wall now at 10. Euro step. Right-hander. No good. Rebound comes off to the Wolves. That's now the 19th rebound of the half for the Wolves. Builders with 14. Here's Frazier. Thought he might have traveled, and he did. Montrell Jackson makes his way into the game. For Donovan Means, nope. Donovan will stay on the floor. Adrian Wall is going to make his way to the bench. Chris Hinman also back onto the floor. For the Builders, he's scoreless. Hinman works off a screen, tries to feed it inside to Kyrie Smith, but his pass is intercepted. Pettis, a little bit out of control. I take it back. He's not a little bit out of control. He was a lot out of control. He's going to be whistled for an offensive foul. That'll be his first and the team's 5th. Foul totals have stayed relatively in check. Both teams right now with 5 team fouls. Clifton Good has 2. As that shot by Saunders goes down. So Kelby Saunders with the 5-footer inside the lane. Back come the Wolves with Frazier. Wild shot by Frazier. But the Builders are going to call, the officials are going to call a loose ball foul. That one will go on Donovan Means, his first personal foul in the team's 6th. One more team foul that will put the Wolves in the bonus. Pettis. Feed inside to Lake, who tried to get it back to Pettis. And he does. Here's Pettis for 3. off the back of the iron. Rebound comes off to the Builders. Here's Smith. Plenty of time on the shot clock. 20 seconds remaining. It's Hinman. Kicks. Means with another kick to Jackson. Shot clock at 11. As that skip pass goes to Hinman. His three off the front of the iron. Back comes Blackman. Thought he might have palmed it. As the turnover goes to the Builders. And they're able to convert on the offensive end. Kelby Saunders Jr. Kelby with his 6th point of the afternoon. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Yep, we are tied. That will be the 8th tie of the game, but that doesn't last very long. As Nathan Pettis Jr. able to knife inside for the easy layup. Builders now trail by 2. That pass inside is poked away by Morales. Xavier Hunter will come in for Chris Hinman at the 1:08 mark of the first half. Builders trail by a basket here at home. This is a Wolf team that turns the ball over on average about 22 times a game. They've turned it over 8 so far in the first half. So again, they're off of their normal pace. Smith, unable to convert, gets his own rebound and put back. We're now tied. That is now the 8th tie. Nope, the 9th tie of the first half as Morales squeezes from 3 and drains it. Builders cannot hold for the final shot. There's about a 6-second difference as that one was nearly thrown away. Means, kick. Corner 3, no good. Rebound, loose ball comes off. I think it may have been last touched by Morales, and it is. So it will be Builder ball, 16 seconds remaining. Builders can hold for the final shot as the Builders are now trailing by 3 in the contest. As Jordan Bushrod and his Wolf basketball team have played a really, really good first half. That 3 from Jackson comes off, 10 seconds remaining. It's Frazier harassed in the backcourt. Builders continue to harass Frazier, kick in the corner. That is good if it goes. And that will be the final shot of the first half, and that is where the scoreboard will stick and stay until we come back. Wolves from Cheney University out of Pennsylvania, 41. Your Builders, ladies and gentlemen, 38. We're going to step away. We'll be back after halftime with first half stats and second half action. So don't go away. We'll be back.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
The Apprentice Athletics Booster Club membership is now open for the 2024-2025 season. You can choose a general membership to support all Apprentice athletics, or you can designate one specific sport to support. Membership is good for the entire 2024-2025 athletic year, regardless of which decision you make. Scan the QR code or visit gobuilders.com to get your membership today. The Apprentice School Athletics Hall of Fame induction ceremony is right around the corner. Be sure to purchase your tickets to honor the 6th annual class of the Apprentice Athletics Hall of Fame. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to gobuilders.com to get your tickets today.
41-38 is our halftime score here at the Prentice School Athletic Center. If you're just joining us, we're once again taking on the Wolves of Cheney University out of Pennsylvania. If you don't know much at all about Cheney University, well, here are some really cool things. First of all, it is a historically black college and university, or HBCU, is located in Cheney, Pennsylvania. Now, one of the unique things about Cheney is that Cheney is the oldest HBCU in the country. They were founded back in 1837, by far making them the oldest HBCU in the country. Now, when it was originally founded, it was actually founded back in 1837 as the Institute for Colored Youth, but they did not maintain that name. They changed their name, and they eventually settled on Cheney University officially back in 1837. School went through a lot of name changes, but it is named after George Cheney, whose farm that they allowed the school to be moved to a long time ago. A 275-acre farm is what it is, or what it was, and that's exactly what the school still is. It's located in Cheney, Pennsylvania, on a 275-acre plot of land. So just some really cool things to know about the school. One of their most notable graduates, you kind of have to be my age to know who this guy is, Ed Bradley. So if you've ever watched 60 Minutes in the past 20 years, you should know who Ed Bradley is. So Ed Bradley is one of the notable graduates of Cheney University, and right now the Builders trail Cheney University by 3. Now, when I've looked at a lot of the stats coming out of the first half, folks, they are just so close that the only reason why you can believe that the Builders aren't ahead in this contest is just one single three-point shot made that the Builders did not make in the first half. The Wolves shot 52% in the first half. They were 17 of 33, while the Builders shot 41. They were 16 of 39. Now, from three-point stripe, Cheney was 5 of 14. Builders were 4 of 16. I told you coming into the contest, the Wolves turned the basketball over a lot. They turned the basketball over on an average of 22 times a contest. They're about halfway there. They turned the ball over 11 times in the first half. Builders only 3. But the Builders weren't able to do much with those turnovers. Points off of turnovers are about the same. Lead changes, there were 7. We were tied 9 times in the contest. Kyrie Smith, the leading scorer for the Builders at 12, is Clifton Good, who went out early with foul trouble, misses his first shot of the second half. D'Angelo Lake with 12 for the Wolves. Le'Veon Morales, who hit 3 of 4 from three-point land, he has 11 for the Wolves. On the offensive glass, the Wolves pulled down 7 in the first half. Builders pulled down 8, as that launch from Blackford for 3 is no good. Kyrie Smith gets the long rebound. Smith into the paint. Decides to rise up over Lake, and he hits. So Kyrie Smith now with 14 in the contest. He now leads all scorers, as Lake being guarded by Good. Good committed to the pump fake from Lake. Lake took advantage of it, went right around him, and laid it off the glass for an easy 2. You could hear Coach Gainey yell the word discipline on defense, as Good gave up the easy basket to Lake. Lake now with 14. Blackman. Here's Frazier. Frazier with the spin. Kick to the corner. That 3 is good for Blackman. So Josh Blackman now with 9, and the Wolf lead is up till 6. That is now their largest lead of the afternoon. They led by as many as 5. This means to Saunders. Shot clock at 15. Smith back of the iron. Here's Frazier. Builders in the matchup zone. Here's Frazier off of the screen. Goes right at Clifton Good with the right hand. Too strong. Builders. Long outlet to Means. Unable to track it down, so the Builders will turn it over as we get a timeout. Timeout being taken by the Builders. I believe they're going to turn this one into a media timeout. We'll take it with them. Builders trail by 6, 46-40. We'll be back.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
Coming out of the first half, as far as offensive rebounds go, we were right about even. Builders had 8 offensive rebounds in the contest. The Wolves had 7. Wolves were able to convert their 7 offensive rebounds into 7 points. Builders were only able to convert their 8 offensive rebounds into 2. So there are some little things hidden inside of the stat sheet that sort of tell the tale of this basketball game. But usually the first 5 minutes of a basketball game are usually indicative of how the game will progress. And so far, the Builders still trail. As that shot is rejected, the basketball will stay on this end. Builders now -3 out of the locker room. They went into the locker room trailing by 3. Right now they trail by 6. As that point-blank range layup is no good for Saunders, it will remain Wolf basketball. Here's Frazier. Frazier looking for a screen and gets it. Kick to the corner, no good. It's Builders look to run, which they didn't get an opportunity to do much of, as Kelby Saunders finishes at the basket on the first on that outlet. Builders only with 4 fast break points in the first half. When was the last time you saw that? Particularly from a team that wants to run. But you have to produce misses in order for that to happen, and they don't do it on that trip. That basket is good by Jason Young. Here's Good. Good is scoreless so far. Looking for a cutter, couldn't find one. Gets it back out to Kyrie. Kyrie. Shot clock now at 6. Clifton goes inside against Lake. His right-hander no good. And they're going to call a jump ball. So there's going to be Cheney basketball, but they call a jump ball. I was full well expecting them to call a foul on Clifton Good, which would have been his 3rd. But instead, Clifton stays on the floor. The basketball stays with the Wolves. And the Wolves now with a 6-point lead still. We're just a shade over 16 minutes remaining in the basketball game. It's Blackman. Has it slapped away by Inman. 21 seconds on the shot clock. Builders down by 6. Frazier with the basketball being guarded by Inman. Frazier off of a screen from Lake. Shot clock now at 10. Here's Morales. His step back 3. Air ball. Adrian Wall makes his way into the contest. So there's discussion at the scores table and administrative discussion, and that is going to result in a timeout, media timeout. The under 16 will take it with them. As always, Builders trail by 2 possessions. We'll be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
48-42 is our score. Welcome back to the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Howard McCain, along with Dave Davenport. Again, the Wolves come into this contest winless on the road at 0-8, an overall record of 2-10 on the season. Builders are undefeated at home at 4-0. Builders continue to work the perimeter with Wall. Wall squeezes and hits from 3. Builders needed that one because they've come out in the second half somewhat ice cold. That's only their 4th point of the half, and we're almost 5 minutes into the half as that pass goes to the low blocks to Morales. Morales, shot up, no good, but he is fouled. That foul will go on Jaden Eason. That is his second personal foul, the team's first, so that will send Morales to the line. Le'Veon Morales, again, the 6'4" senior out of Alexandria. Looking to add to his point total. He has 11, and that is where he will remain. As a team, they're shooting about 55% from the free throw line. Today, that is their first miss from the line, actually. And Morales now with 12, and the Wolf lead is now up to 4, 49-45. We're now at the 15, around the 15-minute mark of the contest. That ball goes off the foot of the Wolves, so it will stay on this end. So we're at around the 5-minute mark in the contest. Builders now at -1 coming out of the halftime locker room. Again, they went in down 3. They're now down 4. So they're -1 in scoring. As that 3 goes down for that's Kyrie Smith. I'm sorry, Kyrie Smith for 3. Smith now has, well, they said that's 3. That's not his first basket. As that shot goes off the side of the rim, Builders on the attack. Here's Inman. Inman dish into the lane to Eason. His left-handed shot, no good. Rebound taken by the Wolves. Back comes Frazier. Frazier, Euro step. His right-handed layup, no good. Builders out and running. This is exactly what they want to do, but nice save in the corner, and the make by Adrian Wall, and like that, the Builders quickly erase a 6-point deficit and now find themselves up by 2, 51-49. Builders now +5 out of the halftime locker room. Step through shot up and no good for Blackman. It's going to be a foul call. They're going to credit that to Kelby Saunders. That is his second personal foul, the team's second. So that will send Joshua Blackman to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2 with an opportunity to tie the basketball game for the Wolves. Again, only shooting 55% as a team from the charity stripe. And Blackman makes the first. Donovan Means and Courage Harrell will make their way onto the floor for the Builders. Multiple lead changes, multiple times tied this afternoon. As the second of 2 comes off, Builders do a horrible job of boxing out off of the missed free throw. And they're going to say that it was last touched by Cheney, to their dismay. Cheney, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. On that trip is Smith. Pushes. Unable to convert. In the lane is Smith. Here's Morales. Morales, baseline, cut off by Harrell. Tough shot. Morales still able to get it up over the lip of the rim and in. And the Wolves now have the lead once again. Builders still find themselves at +2 out of the halftime locker room as Wall tries to find space against Frazier. Shot clock now at 10. Builders tried to feed it inside the East, and it's poked away. Here's Blackman. Blackman is going to be fouled. That foul is going to go on Courage Harrell. That is his second and the team's third, so that will put Blackman back at the free throw line. Blackman now with 9 on this afternoon. Builders up to 3 team fouls in the second half so far. Cheney hasn't been whistled for any as the first of 2 finds its way into the rim. Deja Muldrow makes his way onto the floor for Cheney. Malik Munderland onto the floor for the Builders as the second of 2 goes down for Blackman, and just like that, the Builders find themselves being up 2, now back down by 3. Builders now even out of the halftime locker room. Smith with the Euro step, unable to finish with the right hand. Coach Bushrod has his team ready to play this afternoon. Nice job by Frazier to get all the way to the rack for the easy layup. Kick goes to the corner of the wall. He rushed at 3. It doesn't matter. He's still able to hit the corner 3, and he is fouled. That foul call will be credited to Clyde Frazier, his first personal foul, the team's first. And that'll give Courage Harrell an opportunity to not complete the 3-point play the old-fashioned way, but complete the 4-point play the old-fashioned way. And the Builders need it. Builders shooting about 62% from the free throw line, and it comes off. So Wall now with 11 on the afternoon. Frazier, step back. That is a 3, and it is good. So the Wolves have now extended their lead now to 5. Builders now -2 out of the halftime locker room as that one hits the front of the rim and goes up and over the backboard out of bounds. So the basketball now belongs to the Wolves, and we're going to have a timeout under 12 media timeout. Builders trail 59-54. Let's take a break, and we'll be back.
The U.S. Leader Lane provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
three players with double digits in the scoring column. Joshua Blackman with 12. D'Angelo Lake, who's been relatively quiet here in the second half, scoring inside the paint. And Le'Veon Morales, who has 14. Builders with two players in double digits. That's Kyrie Smith with 17 and Adrian Wall with 11. Builders shooting 37%. Cheney has not fallen off. They went into the halftime locker room shooting about 52%. Right now, they're shooting 50% in the contest. Builders scoring has actually dropped percentage-wise from 41 to 37. Wolves feed inside. Tough right-handed shot from the baseline is good. And the Wolves now with their largest lead of the contest. They are up 7. As that shot by Munderland is no good. Wolves. Morales. Off the back of the iron. Loose ball rebound taken by Xavier Hunter. Still plenty of time remaining in this basketball game for the Builders to get back in it as Wall was looking for his 14th point. Instead, he misses the right-handed layup. Man, Builders are missing some really easy shots as we're going to get a foul call on Blackman. For Blackman, that'll be his first personal foul and the team's second. Builders are missing the 2-footers, the 3-footers right now. As Lake makes his way into the basketball game, Morales will have a seat. Builders trail by 7. So once again, Builders haven't played since December the 22nd. So, of course, you expected them to be a tad bit rusty coming out of such a long break back onto the floor as we have some administrative duties that are being taken care of right now. But you got to give it up to Coach Bushrod and his Wolf basketball team. They have come out here aggressive, and they've stayed aggressive in the scoring column all afternoon. Again, they only shoot about 33%, average about 55 points a game, and they're already at 61, and they're shooting at 50%, and they get another offensive rebound. I'm sorry, that's defensive rebound. I apologize. It's Frazier. Allows the Builders a one and done on the defensive end. Frazier off the dribble. His shot blocked by Harrell. Xavier up ahead. Feed to Harrell. Harrell able to hit the tough baseline jumper, the 1-foot baseline jumper. So 61-56. Builders extend their defense. Frazier works off of a screen. Builders in a man-to-man defense as it goes inside to Lake for the paint touch before the three-point shot. Outlet off of the missed shot to Harrell, who tried to Euro step his way around the defense, but unable to convert. As the Builder fans are just waiting for an offensive explosion from their basketball team as Blackman squeezes for 3. Long rebound, battled for, and they're going to say it was last touched by the Builders. Donovan Means and Montrell Jackson back on the floor, 9:11 left. Builders still trail by 5. Blackman able to get inside, but Saunders with the quick hands able to slap the basketball away to start a fast break opportunity for the Builders. Xavier Hunter with the finish at the rim. His first points of the afternoon. I'm sorry, I take that back. Xavier has 8. Man, that was a quiet 8 points. I apologize. I said those are his first points, and I hadn't looked at the scoreboard yet to see what his totals are, but he has 8. Shot clock now under 10. Here's Frazier. Gives it off to Moldo. Builders back quickly with Adrian Harrell off the glass for 2, and that cuts the Wolf lead to 3 as we're going to get a timeout. Coach Jordan Bushrod with the timeout. 8:20 remaining in the half. We're waiting to see if they're going to make that immediate timeout. We're not sure. So we're going to turn that 30-second timeout into immediate. 8:20 remaining in the contest. Builders trail by 3. We'll be back.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
$8:20 remaining in the contest. I apologize. I was kind of late getting back, but I was trying to text my daughter my recipe for garlic parmesan Hawaiian rolls. I'm done doing that, so I'm back with you now for the rest of the game. Good luck to her on those garlic parmesan Hawaiian rolls. Builders trail by 3. Builders pick up the pace, pick up the energy on defense, and we're going to get a turnover, I believe, as Frazier may have stepped out of bounds on the sideline. So that's a turnover. That is their 15th turnover. I told you earlier they average about 22 per game. Still on their current pace to meet their average as Hunter gets it over to Saunders. Jackson feeds inside to Saunders. Saunders, toughest shot in basketball. The baseline jumper, no good, but the Builders able to get the offensive rebound, get it to Xavier Hunter, who finds the bottom of the basket from 3, and we are tied. The 10th time we have been tied this afternoon. Frazier working the perimeter with Morales, but we're going to get a blocking foul call. That foul is going to go on Courage Harrell. That'll be his 3rd personal foul and the team's 4th of the half. Joshua Blackman back onto the floor. He has 12 in the contest. I'll tell you one thing, their record is deceitful, this Cheney basketball team. They have played much better than their record coming into this game has been. Now, from what I understand, they played some really top-notch opponents this season that they didn't play very well against. But, boy, they played really well today. We're now at the 7-minute mark. Means with the basketball, score tied. Builders with an opportunity at the 10th lead change as that step back 3 off the back of the rim. Pettis with the basketball, being guarded in the zone by Montrell Jackson. Here's Blackman. Morales. Feed goes inside. Everyone touched the basketball on that possession as one of the Wolf players goes down hard. Now, that shouldn't be anything flagrant. That was just a basketball play, but they are probably going to talk about it as the foul is going to be whistled on Donovan Means. But in no way, shape, form, or fashion was that flagrant. So they're just going to call it a common foul, which is exactly what it should be. As Donovan Means picks up his second personal foul, that's the team's 5th. And that'll put Muldrow at the free throw line. Muldrow now with 4, looking to add to his point total. Currently 4 of 6 from the line as a team in the second half are the Wolves. Make it 5 of 7 as Clyde Frazier back on the floor. Man, what a historic name to have from a basketball standpoint. Clyde Frazier. Man, Clyde was smooth with the basketball. Oh, my God. When he played with Portland, as that one goes into the basket. Builders now trail by 2. Jackson handling the administrative duties. Shot clock now at 20. Jackson working. Hasn't passed the basketball yet. Now he has. Here's Hunter with the shot clock at 10. Hunter being guarded by Frazier. Hunter able to get a shot off. It's off the back of the rim. But Kelby Saunders is there to pick up the foul off of the rebound. They're going to credit that one to Morales, his first personal foul and the team's 3rd. So that'll put Kelby Saunders Jr. at the free throw line. Kelby right now with 8 this afternoon. Looking to add to that. With just under 6 minutes remaining. And the Builders trail by 1, 65-64. As Adrian Wall makes his way into the basketball game along with Jason Young for the Wolves. For a brief moment, we weren't even sure if this basketball game would be played today, considering the amount of snow that came down late last night. But thankfully, Mother Nature shined her rays of sunshine down on us, and we were able to melt the snow away, and we're here with you this afternoon. So thank you so much for joining us. As the Builders have now knotted things up at 65 apiece. Just under 6 minutes left in this afternoon's basketball game. Here's Blackman. As Young squeezes from 3, his shot off the back of the iron. Wall clears. Wall unable to finish. Man, if I had $1 for every point-blank range layup the Builders have missed this afternoon, I might be a rich man. I take it back. I'll have enough to buy a combo from McDonald's. Frazier. I could at least order off of the dollar menu as Frazier stepped out of bounds on his way to the basket, so that's a turnover. Builders back on offense with Means off of a screen. Means attacking, and he's going to be fouled. Now, of course, from our vantage point, it looked like D'Angelo Lake got all ball, but we don't know whether or not he got him with the body. But either way it goes, that will send Donovan Means to the free throw line, the 6'3" sophomore out of Chesapeake.
At the line shooting 2 for the Builders, Donovan Means.
Opportunity here to take the lead. The Builders, again, who are +3 out of the halftime locker room, and it will stay at +3. +3 because the Builders went into the halftime locker room down by 3. We're now tied. And we now have the lead by 1. So now the Builders +4 out of the halftime locker room. With a shade over 5 minutes left to play. Neither team going away. This one may literally come down to what team has the basketball last, as Lake not even looking to really score much. Like he did the second half, he has that one poked away. Means with the numbers. Means takes it himself, lays off the glass for 2, and the Builders extend their lead to 3. Skip pass to Blackman. Lake has the basketball slapped away. I want to say it went off of his knee. It actually went off the knee, but they're going to call a foul instead. So that's going to be on Kelby Saunders Jr., his third personal foul and the team's sixth. One more foul, and that will put the Wolves in the bonus. Blackman to Frazier. Lake gives it off to Blackman for three. That one off the side of the rim. So the Builders with an opportunity to build on their three-point lead as Hunter backs it out, gets it to Wall. Wall, scoop, left-handed, should lay up this time. It goes down. Builders now with a 5-point lead. We are around 4 minutes left in this basketball game as Lake not looking to score. Instead, he gives it off to the cutter, Young, who misses. Defensive rebound cleared by the Builders. Builders with an opportunity on this trip down the court to go up by 3 scores. Right now, they're up by 2 scores. Means takes Frazier off the dribble and finishes at the rim with the right hand. And the Builders have now extended their lead to a 3-possession lead. 3:28 remaining, under 4 media timeout. We'll step away. Builders in control.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
The Wolves have turned the basketball over 17 times this afternoon. Builders have turned those 17 turnovers into 16 points. We've had 11 times we've been scored 10 lead changes this afternoon. Both teams have enjoyed the same amount of point lead this afternoon at 7. Scoring has kind of dropped somewhat for the Wolves, who shot 51% in the first half. They're now down to 36% in the second half. Builders holding around 40-41% for the game. It's Frazier. Again, feeds inside to Lake, who kicks it out to Blackman for a 3. So the Builder lead is now cut from 7 to 4. What an athletic play by Kyrie Smith to go up and get that pass. Goodness gracious. And stay in bounds at that. So the Builders now with a 2-score lead is we're going to get an offensive foul. That is going to be contact with a player above the shoulders with the elbow. Is going to be on Kelby Saunders. So Kelby Saunders picks up his 4th. That is now the 7th team foul for the Builders. That now puts the Wolves in the bonus. Courage Harrell makes his way into the ball game for Kelby Saunders. So the Wolves will be shooting free throws for the remaining 2:54 of the contest. Frazier feeds inside to Lake. He's quickly double-teamed and harassed. He bullies his way into the lane, but man, did he take about 3 or 4 steps to get there. No call as the Builders off and running. Dish to Wall. Wall for 3 and count it. And the Builders now with a 3-possession lead. Once again, 68-75. Morales to Lake. Frazier to Blackman. Blackman, shot blocked by Adrian Wall. Kyrie Smith off and running. Hunter slows it down. We're now at about 2 minutes remaining as Wall feels it, and it is feeling good. That is his second three-point make in a row, and the Builders now quickly with a 10-point lead in the contest. 1:56 remaining in the basketball game. As we're trying to sort out whether there was an actual timeout, I don't think it was, is what the official is saying. Everyone ran to the sideline. Okay, so there was a little bit of a miscommunication there, as the head coach for the Builders said, good call, but instead the official thought he was calling a timeout, so the basketball will not stop. The clock will continue to run. 1:45 remaining. Builders give up the baseline runner from Morales. That cuts the Builder lead to 8. Right now, the scoreboard is not the Builders' enemy. It is the clock. 1.5 left. Builders just need to take care of the basketball. The scoreboard is going to take care of itself, and we can't do it that way. That's a player control foul on Courage Harrell. So again, for the Builders, the scoreboard isn't their enemy, it's the clock. We have to be smart with the basketball for this remaining 1:25 as Blackman allows the basketball to roll up court before he picks it up to try and save time for his basketball team, but they're going to have to go quickly. And they turned it over. Means being harassed, and they're going to count the bucket and the foul as Le'Veon Morales will be whistled for his second personal foul. And then underneath, I believe we're going to get another call. So Le'Veon Morales will be whistled for his second personal foul, the team's fifth. And I think we're going to get a technical foul call, I believe. As Kyle Neve converses with the other officials. And then he's going to let us know at the scores table what happened. But I do know that there was some type of verbal exchange underneath the basket after the shot went down. So they're going to count the basket. They're going to credit that foul to number 13. So D'Angelo Lake and Adrian Wall are both going to be issued double technical fouls. I'm sorry, they whistled that one on Xavier Hunter, the technical foul. So there will be no technical foul shots, but there will be technical fouls assessed to both players, one from each team. So all we will have is an opportunity to complete the three-point play by Donovan Means. And Donovan Means does that. The Builder lead now is 11. So 1:10 remaining as Frazier quickly down court. Have to get a shot up as they continue to spend more time passing around the perimeter to be able to do exactly what they needed to do, and we're going to get a timeout. The three-point shot is good from the corner. 81-73 is our score. As Jordan Bushrod is going to take a timeout, we'll take a quick timeout with him. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Prentice Athletics Booster Club membership is now open for the 2024-2025 season. You can choose a general membership to support all of Prentice Athletics, or you can designate one specific sport to support. Membership is good for the entire 2024-2025 athletic year, regardless of which decision you make. Scan the QR code or visit GoBuilders.com to get your membership today.
Very, very entertaining basketball game to watch this afternoon from both teams. Both coaches had their teams prepared to play. I have to tip my hat to Coach Jordan Bushrod. His 2-10 squad came into this contest prepared to play this afternoon. So Like I was told, they played a lot of top-notch competition this season, and they haven't fared very well against that competition, which makes their 2-10 record a tad bit deceiving. But this is a very good basketball team that Coach Jordan Bushrod is putting on the floor this season for Cheney University. Should the Builders hold on, they will continue their undefeated streak here at home. They will improve that to 5-0. Cheney will fall to 0-9 on the road as we're going to get a tie-up in the backcourt. They call a jump ball, I think. So jump ball is the call. The possession arrow is in favor of the Builders, so the basketball will remain with the home team. 54.9 left in the contest. Cheney goes to a backcourt trap. Wall did turn it over. He dribbled it right into Morales. Morales then lost the ball right back to Adrian Wall and then fouled him. So for Morales, who just picked up that personal, that is his third personal foul, the team's 7th. So that will put Adrian Wall at the line to shoot the 1-1, 48.3 left. Builders up by 8. As Adrian Wall knocks down the first of 2. So unless there is a flurry of mistakes and made three-point shots down the stretch, the Builders will be able to hold as Blackman looking and turned it over. Saunders gets it ahead to Means, who's able to get it over the timeline, and the Builders just want to try to run the clock out here with 31 seconds remaining in the contest. They can't hold it, of course, but they can play keep away as best they can, and Frazier is going to be whistled for the foul. So for Frazier, his second personal foul, the team's 8th, and that will put Donovan Means at the free throw line. He'll shoot the 1-1 with the Builders up by 9. Just under 26 seconds remaining in the contest. Builders looking to improve to 9-2, 2-1 in conference. Cheney will fall to 2-11 on the season. And again, will remain winless on the road. Means hits 1 of 2. Clock continues to roll. It's Blackman. Builders won't foul. They'll allow Blackman to score. Blackman with his 16th point of the game. Wall is going to be fouled in the backcourt. 17 seconds left. And we'll walk the basketball all the way to the other end as J.C. Young picks up his second personal foul. That'll be the team's 9th. So Adrian Wall now with 20 in the basketball game, looking to add to his point total. And he does just that to put the final nail in the coffin on this one for Coach Michael Gainey in his first season at the helm for the Builders. Wall hits the second of 2. Builders, no need to foul here as that pass is picked off. Wall with the basketball will pull it out, and the Builders will hold on to the basketball for the remaining 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds of the contest, and that'll do it here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Your final score, the Builders 85, the Wolves of Cheney University out of Pennsylvania 75. And once again, you have to tip your hat to Coach Jordan Bushrod. He had his Wolves ready to play, but Coach Michael Gainey had his guys ready to play just a little bit more. The Builders will improve to 9-2 on the season, 2-1 in conference, as the Wolves will fall to 2-11. They have yet to play in conference. Folks, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon as the Builders get another home win to improve to 5-0 at home. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say good afternoon. For Dave Davenport, I am Howard McCain. We want to thank you as the Builders go home with another victory. We'll be back for another edition of Builder Basketball soon. But ladies and gentlemen, until then, always remember, this is Builder Basketball.